Hey guys, Master Ningen here, and today we are going to attempt to show off the power of what is my favourite team currently on Global, which is the Extreme Physical team, against the new Ultimate Gohan 50 Stamina stage, which of course is a strength type event, so we're going in with full-on type disadvantage, just to show how powerful this team can be, see if they can battle against the odds and take him out. It's definitely going to be an uphill struggle, seeing as this event is one of the hardest hitting ones available at the moment. I believe once you get to the final stage where he becomes the STR Ultimate Gohan, his basic attacks against neutral type enemies, when I've been trying this out, I did it with a tech team not long ago. His normal attacks are doing 50k, so when we get to that phase of our physical team, there's probably going to be doing a lot more than that. So obviously Cooler and Frieza can tank really well when they're together, and so can Sin and Omega, so we're kind of hoping that that is what's going to carry us through. The friend Cooler is pretty terrible, but he's the only one I could find, so he will be our floater unit. And of course the rotations are all messed up because Sin is on the next rotation, and so is the Cooler that we want to use. So let's start by... So we'll float off Omega just because then we get at least Cooler and Frieza together, so this Frieza can hit a little bit harder. And then he can grab those. So this first stage obviously is STR as well, but the first phase is a lot weaker, so the type advantage shouldn't matter too much. Frieza not taking a huge amount, which is good. He is 100% our full power Frieza, but yeah, this the friend Cooler is not even at plus 2000 in the hidden potential system, and I think he is only like super attack 2, so definitely not the best, but he was all we could find. So new friend system when Bandai. So, okay, so we floated off Omega, so we need to float off Cooler this time. Sin is definitely going to have more defense than Broly. Our Sin is at 100% as well, which is great. So Broly can grab all of those, and Cooler, I don't think he has any key links with Broly, so he picked up a fair bit of key on the way into the battle, so he can grab that. My Cooler doesn't have dupes, but he is plus 2000 and super attack 10, so he's as good as he can be until I can pull some more. Hopefully he will come back on a banner sometime soon, because it took me long enough to get one copy of him. So, but Broly also has 3 dupes. That's the reason why he takes the 6th slot on my team. There's obviously an argument to be made for that physical Kid Buu, because he gives a really good buff to the team. It's 50% to attack and defense, but unfortunately it is only activated when you have 80% or more health at the start of the turn, which it's really nice, you know, when you have him on the first rotation when you're on full health, but unfortunately that's not always going to be the case. So okay, so who's got the highest defense out of those two? It's Frieza, but I think if we move him, oh no, he keeps all his defense if we move him off from Cooler, so that's fine. So give him those, and then Goku Black can grab all of them, and Cooler can grab those just to get some more health. So the stage took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but that is because we are at a type disadvantage. So, but Frieza gets a nice big crit there to finish it off. We definitely want to see as many crits as possible when we get to that final phase. So, but he's physical here, and we now have our Sin and Omega combo set up, which is exactly what we want. So we'll give him that just because he's 100%. We'll get a little bit of extra health. Doesn't really matter which way around we do, the greens or the reds, so they can grab those between them. There you go. Shouldn't have to worry about healing now, as we're not suffering from a type disadvantage. Didn't get to max key with Broly, but he super attacks as the additional as long as you get 8 key anyway. So he's going to get an additional super as part of his passive, and then hopefully with his dupe system buffs he might even get another one. So but yeah, not too much damage there to the Shadow Dragons. So Broly with his guaranteed additional super, 250k, takes him out. So Broly is underrated. I know he's considered one of the worst 70% leads, but when you do have a lot of hidden potential system work into him, the fact that with the right balance of additionals and crits and a little bit of the RNG luck on your side, he can super attack 3 times and they could potentially all be crits. So he can put out a pretty ridiculous amount of damage. Cooler here with over 136,000 attack. So let us give him those, because we want to save the physical orbs for the 100% units, just so we can get that little bit of extra health back. And then we want Goku Black to pick up as many as he can, because he has that nuking style passive. So don't need to heal, because Cooler will tank really well when he's with Frieza, and Frieza can tank a little bit better than normal as well. So super attack on Cooler still does 105,000 damage though. So it's the only problem with units that tank because they have such high defense. As soon as they take super attacks from Dokkan bosses, especially if they are units whose super attack lowers defense, they're still going to take just as much damage as anybody else. So now we have these guys, so we will grab a Senzu Bean, and then no one really needs to worry about key at all on this rotation, so let's just take those. And then Sin should finish him off. He's 100%. How much can he do here? Yeah, a crit for 580k, so that is great. So here we go. Here is the true test. So we have Cooler and Frieza and Broly. See, Broly on the back end is going to take a huge amount of damage, especially if he super attacks. So let's grab that, and we'll grab those with Frieza, and then Broly is going to take the greens, I guess, but let us start by using an Icarus and see just how much we are actually going to take. I'd be very surprised if he one-shots us from full health with an Icarus active, but you never know. So 12,000, considering how tanky Cooler is against basic attacks, he's taking 12k with an Icarus active. So sadly though, my Cooler can't tank, so can't crit even, so regardless of how many super attacks he manages to get off here, he's not going to do a huge amount of damage. But we definitely want full power Frieza or Broly to come in clutch for us with those crits. So additional attack, just a normal attack. He's going to get supered. I imagine this is going to deal quite a bit of damage, so let's see. 124k with an Icarus active, my god. So Broly is going to get his guaranteed additional super here. Can he get a crit for us? He can. 303k, not the best, but like I said, that's where his hidden potential work comes in the most useful, when he can get additional supers and also crits. But so the Icarus is still active, but we know that we're taking quite a lot of damage per hit, and that's the other thing, is this Gohan attacks so many times in this phase as well. So let us, shall we use a Princess Snake as well? It's going to be quite a large amount of damage mitigation, so let's see here. We should take very little damage now with an Icarus and a Princess Snake active. So let's see what we can do. Just grab these ones in the middle for him. Goku Black does also lower attack, so mean, it's a shame he is one of our off-rotation units, so we don't get that effect very often, but it will benefit us next turn at least. And you can see there, with all those defensive items in play, we're taking double-digit damage, so definitely what we need for this strength phase. So Omega only gets the basic attack as his additional. 4k in return. Goku Black will lower the attack a bit, yep, so he takes double digits as well. So now we have no defensive items in play at all for this turn. So if we get that with him, so we can grab the physical orbs with Frieza. Let us go for, let's just take this turn away, because I think next turn, if we, depending how the orbs fall, so let's do that, because we can potentially get a Dokkan mode next turn, depending on how we get those physical orbs to drop for us. So normal additional from Cooler. Gets this hidden potential additional though, which is pretty good because it's only level 5. And no crit sadly, but gets another go. Is he going to do a crit this time? Oh damn, yeah, so he crits and takes him out, so potentially didn't need to take the turn, although I guess we could have risked taking a super attack at the beginning, but there you go. So that is the power of Extreme Physical, taking down the strongest STR event in the game at the moment. So goodbye Ultimate Gohan. So that's it for this video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like and subscribe for more regular Dokkan Battle content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the Masked Ningen. You can also like my Facebook page. I'll put the link in the description. Feel free to get in touch with me via any of those forms of social media. Let me see your summon pools or give me ideas for teams or themes that you want to see in the future. And I will see you again soon. Have a good one.